Aha, plan F worked. Alright, so to get the horse to move out of downstairs, what I did was I actually finally let the upper area actually function. I included this area up here into the safe and sound burrow, ripped out the door and the mechanism, and after a minute or 3 of that happening, our horse is finally moving along. Well, he was, until I paused it. And I should get rid of him. Now, of note, right now I've got the front door closed down, and my FB corpse is here right about the middle of the track. So he shouldn't be able to get too far. And as soon as we can zing this horse... And there he goes. And that looks like that took care of that. Yep, he's not surviving down there. So I've got my OMG back now, I just gotta put it back together. Wood wood. Hey guys, welcome back to FurnaceClans. I know I just showed you the fact that I got rid of the horse problem up in the front of the area. And we've had the OMG open for a little bit at this point. And we've been B-52ing out the rather large mob that ended up down here in the magma pit. And I've got one who's stuck underneath my flyer blocker that runs across the side of the magma pit on the side. Now, the dangerous game I'm playing is I'm currently draining the OMG, trying to get flow to move him 1 square up, while I have an FB corpse sitting up here who can run over and break all my rollers. So that's the game we're playing. And I just need to get him to move. So we're just kind of chilling out, waiting for that to happen. We'll see how bad this gets while I wait. Now you'll notice we've already hit a point of concern. The upper right corner here is almost fully drained out of magma. The bottom left here is still a 2-3, so I'm draining from the wrong side to actually move this guy. He hasn't started moving yet. This may take a little bit. Oh, he's still in the same place. Up here, that C is my corpse problem with my FB. We're finally draining down under 1 to here. We have a chance at moving him shortly. He's still right there. Now, the magma fill system is already churning. I just haven't opened up one of the track stops to start dumping. And I think I'm going to start dumping on the right side so that we can fill that in just a little bit quicker once I get this guy to move. All of this is because of reports like this. These reports just overload all announcements, combat reports, everything. So I need to get this guy to move so my announcements and stuff like that work properly again. Alright, so we finally got him moved over just 1 block. That's all I needed to get him out from underneath that. So we're going to close the drain pipe back up. And magma track stop right, track stop FB trap. I forget where this one goes. Oh great, I missed a note. That should be the left-hand side one actually. Let's double check. Let's pull that lever. So if I come up here, yeah, that activated this track stop for the left side dump. Okay. And while I'm thinking about it, place a note, name, fill, main, text, bottom left, fill position. Alright, so now we're going to start flooding on the right hand side. Once that other track stop flips, that'll activate that track stop here. There it goes. And we'll start refilling the OMG. I can't drain it until we actually pop this guy. Now, where did Junior get himself off to? That's looking about right. Alright, so the floodgates are back in place, so there's no more flow running around. Let's get rid of him because he's been a pain. Activate that drop zone. And once they open that lever, we'll be good to go. There was another guy down here somewhere. He's over here. And we'll open that in preparation to drop a block on him as well. So now, as long as I can get that refilled before the rollers become a problem, we'll be okay. Sorry if my voice is a little rough. I ended up with a sore throat here lately. So we're just going to watch this for a bit. And bombs away. Let's make sure that that took him out. Oh, I was one off. Gosh darn it. He must be still swinging around a little bit from the flow down there. Getting knocked back and forth a bit. As it fills up, that'll put him in place. Oh, try again. Hey, so we finally got him. Alright, so that's one of the two down. So we come up here, we tell that to close. We shut off that activity zone. We turn this one on. Immediately start up another dump option. And that should get rid of the last of my magma swimmers. And there we go. I got rid of the last of my magma swimmers. No longer getting obnoxious amounts of reports about them going for swims in magma. Shut off our dump zones so they're not used later. Just put a ghost to rest. One of the goblins apparently thought he was a dwarf, so we had to create some slabs. Just double check, make sure we don't have anybody else. Oops, nope. 3 more to make, but we'll get rid of them. And that should get the OMG slowly and surely back up and running. We just got to get enough magma back into the system. It'll even off eventually. I'm a little nervous, but it had to be done. I had to clean the system out, because otherwise my reports and things like that just are not functional. So, I'll bring it back for the next interesting bit, or if this guy stands up and starts blowing up rollers. So while I've been refilling the OMG, and we're back up to covering the rollers, just barely, before this guy got himself in motion, he's managed to make it over onto the right-hand side again. So what we're going to do is we're going to double-check something here. We're going to see if he's underneath one of my dump zones. He is. Now, in an earlier episode, I set up a method so that I could dump lava directly onto the pathing here to try and take out FBs that escaped. And that would be this series of levers here. So we're going to pull that one. That will get pulled. Now if we come over here, and we come up top, you notice it activated a track stop here. It's dropping magma there. And it's dropping it right onto the track. Which does break pathing for everything else trying to come in. Okay, the corpse is on fire. Still on fire. We're just going to keep applying magma until it goes away. For some reason, it appears the corpse isn't being damaged by magma. Now, I know when it was alive, it was fireproof because it breathed fire. But I would have expected this thing to go up in smoke by now, quite literally. Well, this is curious. I've never seen this before. It may just be he's so big that it's going to take him a while to go down. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Well, after losing a bit of material, let's try this again. And he's been on fire, or at least his corpse has been on fire, for a good 10, 15 minutes now. It's not taking damage. So we're going to have to stop filling the OMG soon. I'm up to 3-4 on the edges, which is about where I like to be. And I'm going to have to let that magma that he's sitting in stop gathering from the above system. There's not much I can do about that. Oh, I've made sure that my cave-in down here works, so hopefully we'll be able to take care of him that way, but I'm not sure what to do with this guy at this point. Okay. I'm officially confused. I don't see any units nearby. I see plenty of miasma, but the corpse is gone. Caught in a pool of magma. Okay, so we stood up, got caught in the magma, got hit again, and then died? I have no idea, but apparently we finally got rid of the blinking thing. I don't understand how, I don't understand why, and I'm not going to complain. So it looks like we got rid of him. Unless he's up in here. Oh, okay. Well, we got rid of him. I don't understand why or how. I mean, before he wouldn't catch on fire, now he gets tapped once by some magma and he goes poof. Well, hey, whatever makes it work. So, back down to our tree farm and getting it flooded properly. If you want to take a look here, I'll back up a little bit. You'll notice the rat maze concept is functional. What basically happens is it fills up down here, and then eventually it slowly leaks out, but it builds up to 7.7. Now this area here is building up to 7.7, and it'll continue. So because we've reduced the evaporation edge, and because we've got a lot of water back behind it, this will take a while to drain out, but I believe I can basically flood out any area eventually with just one or two water connections, as long as I keep the width to a reasonable width. So, this is working. Woot woot. So I want to say this took about 3 seasons to fill up, and I just wanted to show you the outcome. We're just getting over to the drain now. We filled up a number of chambers. You'll notice basically each chamber drops a level on average. And finally, when we get over here, we're just barely filling it in. So what I'll do here is I'll shut off the water flow, now that we've filled in every little square. And once that drains out, the tree farm will start working. So that took care of the tree farm, and eventually I'll have my guys go in and pop out all these walls. Easy enough. Just took a couple of tries. So I figured you guys would get a kick out of this. Up in the water delivery system, where I've got the pair of bridges that lead to the cavern lake, the doghead that had already taken out an FB managed to slip into the system somehow. My guess is he just got dragged in with the water. So up above, I may finally be able to break the FB destroyer loose again. We'll see how that works out. I may go down and mine that out. I'm not sure if I'm going to even care about this doghead. I may just leave it there forever. I'll get back to that, but I figured you'd find it amusing that it kind of snuck in.